Housing continues to be a major focus of the Roosevelt-Skerrit administration, and there is tangible evidence of this across the island. In the north, 2 housing developments are under construction.
These are major projects that would address a significant challenge of the housing difficulties we have in both Lagon and Portsmouth.
The Georgetown and Cotton Hill housing developments are example of the successful implementation of projects promised to nationals.
And this was the firm commitment we gave to the residents. Obviously, we were held back by the hurricane, but since 2018, we made tremendous progress in this housing, not only here but in the east and other parts of the country.
Prime Minister the Honorable Roosevelt-Skerrit, who is also Minister for Housing, has also taken a decision to expand existing numbers of housing units in Cotton Hill.
Because we have about 120 people applied for homes. So we intend to address the situation of 120 families in the Lagon area, because the people really need to improve their homes. A number of them have small structures on squatted lands, and we need to certainly get them out of that situation and elevate their standard of living.
The projects are being funded by government's Citizenship by Investment program.
Yet another tangible manifestation of the prudent and responsible and visible use of the CBI funds, much to the benefit and much to the satisfaction and much to the improvement of our country and our citizens. The one in Georgetown should be completed in August of this year, and this one about November of this year. But we're not waiting for the whole project to be completed. As soon as units are available, we move people in. This is why we said in June we will move 24 families in Georgetown, because 24 units will be ready, tiled, painted, with kitchen cabinets and toiletry and the whole amenities in place. So we'll move 24 families in June. So we're not waiting for the whole project to be completed. As the rooms are made available, we move people in.
Housing units will also be constructed in the capital city, Roseau, led by developers, Montreal Management Consultants.
We've been working on land acquisition. That's been a challenge. So we've identified another site, additional site that is less challenging. So we're hoping that we can start in the next month or so in Roseau, and also in Roseau North.
Housing units will also be constructed in the Roseau South and Grand Bay constituencies.
We have for Roseau South, we're going to acquire some land in Castle Comfort area to build some units, and also in Maho, the Maho constituency, under this MMC arrangement. And also we'll be starting very soon in Grand Bay, opposite the Pierre Charles Secondary School, where we will set down about 80 apartment units. We've given the go-ahead, the plans have been drawn. It's a matter of execution of that project, that intervention in the Grand Bay constituency.
Plans by the DLP administration to construct 5,000 homes is clearly becoming reality.
And we're well on our way to achieving that. And people have to appreciate this, All of these things have been put in place since the hurricane, just 15 months ago. Just figure how long it takes you for you to appreciate the extraordinary effort of this government under difficult circumstances, having hit by the worst hurricane any Caribbean country has ever seen in our total existence. And for us to be at this stage of our development, literally starting from scratch, and see where we are today. People have been moved in, hundreds of people have been moving to new homes, and hundreds will be moved in the next weeks and months.
According to Prime Minister Skerrit, the housing initiative, among others, is part of efforts to elevate the living conditions of nationals.
Because this government has really done a phenomenal job in really addressing the fundamental issues confronting our citizens.
Daryl Titt for the Government Information Service.